I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're lying to yourself if you think that you're good at multitasking. Study after study confirms it, and we'll run a little test. I want you to count how many enemies are killed on each of these screens at the same time. What numbers did you get? And here they are. You can't think about multiple things at once. Instead, you switch quickly between the two tasks. When you do multitask, both activities drop in quality and take longer. Stop talking on the phone and watching TV at the same time. You miss at least half of either task. However, some games demand a level of multitasking from you, such as the one we're talking about today, Downwell. It has a very simple preface. Use your gun boots to travel down a monster-filled well. And there are a lot of monsters. Then they show up quickly as gravity pulls you down. You need to manage a lot of things at the same time. Your ammo, your falling speed, know what weapon you have and how many shots it can have. Some enemies can't be landed on. Some can be shot, some can't. Each of them has specific movement patterns. You have to keep your eyes open for time voids to get power-ups, and neglect any of these and you will die quickly. Then there are combo rewards, power-ups that change gameplay and different physics in different areas. That's over 10 simultaneous tasks. So Downwell is an action game, but it has strategy and resource management aspects that you need to be aware of. So if it's impossible to think about multiple things at once, and it is, how do you play games with so many elements? So confession time. You can do multiple things at once, but you can't think multiple things at once. However, your subconscious can think about many more things. Your subconscious covers everything that your brain is doing that isn't your current thought. At this moment, your subconscious is multitasking. It's keeping your heart beating, your lungs breathing, stomach digesting, telling all your muscles what to do to maintain your sitting position, releasing the chemicals that determine your current emotional state, and so much more. And that's the signals it's sending, but it's also taking in a lot of input. You're processing information, auditory information, feelings, smells, tastes, judging the temperature, getting balance signals from your ears, and making micro adjustments to make sure that you stay balanced. You're also hearing all this information and processing it in relation to everything else you know, looking for conflicts, similar experiences, confirmations, and applications. Your subconscious is a workhorse. Your conscious mind is not. Your subconscious mind can read 1,000 signals from a communication partner. Your conscious mind can't keep the alphabet straight without singing the song. The relationship between your conscious and subconscious is like sticking a steering wheel on a thermonuclear warhead, or a harness on a T-Rex. You are in control, in theory, but you have none of the real power. But your subconscious can't do higher level thinking. You can walk and talk on the phone, but only because your subconscious takes care of the walking. If you're trying to navigate a game while on the phone, though, you would do poorly at both. It can't execute on higher level information like ammo counts, enemy details, and weapons. This is why your subconscious never learns calculus on its own. No complex thought. So Downwell asks you to do an impossible task. You need to multitask, something that your subconscious alone can do. You also need to understand complex rules, which your conscious mind alone can do. So how do you force your subconscious to do that? That's the question. Well, your subconscious is in charge of energy use, and thinking requires a ton of energy, and it wants to spend less energy. So every time that it gets feedback of what you're trying to do, it tries to learn that thing better and better, quicker and quicker. It begins to automate the easier things, recognize patterns, and make new brain pathways to respond faster, until it gets those patterns automated to the point that you don't have to think about it consciously. Just like you don't think about moving your fingers when you're using a controller. It built a section of your brain to solve those problems better. So you only start to multitask and keep track of everything after your brain has processed small things to no end. Then you get better and better, until your subconscious can do more than your conscious ever could. It's a fascinating process. I hope that you learned something about your brain here. Understanding your subconscious better can help you in many ways. I hope that you learned something about your brain and that you use it to play some games and improve at other things in your life. Until next time, I hope that you guys have a wonderful week and play mindful.